I'm not positive we ate dog, but the team boss, we didn't have the chef at the Romanian round, so he was ordering in from a hotel just up the road, like a restaurant just up the road, and there was one night that it was a rice dish and it had these weird little lumps of meat, and yeah, potentially it was dog. Most random thing I've done. I think racing worlds in the first place, getting on a plane. It was actually my 22nd birthday I spent in the air by myself. Yeah, riding in Spain and Portugal for this Greek team that I'd never done a world championship, and I was teaching them how it went down. It was wild experience. So I think just, yeah, getting on a plane and going to do it for the first time, that would be the most random thing. There's been lots of different people that have influenced me along the way. And so I have this group of people in my life that they're my mentors, but I don't know if they know that they're my mentors. And I take bits from each of them. So like Chris Urquhart, Rod Jenner, Stephen Gall, Ricky Madden. There's all these people throughout my career that I've just, yeah, been like, oh, I like that, I like that, I like that. And then other riders, there's a lot of other really cool riders. Obviously Leia Sands is amazing. My first 5 years of World Championships, she was the girl to beat. And now look what she's doing at Dakar, and she's won World Trials Championships, and she's raced Super Enduro, and she races rally cars on the side, and she's just a phenomenal athlete, like all-round athlete. Toby Price, I feel like he's probably a little bit everyone's influence in motorcycling, but I remember his first 4-day and then coming through, and just, he hasn't changed since that first time he showed up in an Enduro and did really well. So yeah, I really look up to him for that. And then, yeah, a lot of people have influenced me along the way, that's for sure. I want to keep doing what I'm doing, running events and creating really cool experiences for people, especially women in the industry, but always getting better. I think the day that I am happy to just rock up and do the same thing is probably time for me to get out of the industry or get out of running those particular events. And that's what happened with me with racing. I loved it, and I lived in my bubble, and I loved it so much. And then mid-2018, it was time, and I made the decision to quit in the middle of the year because I was known as the happy, smiley, fun person, and I wasn't that person anymore. And I wasn't putting in effort, and I felt more that I was letting everyone down by continuing. It was better off just to quit. So I think that, yeah, with what I'm doing now, I love it so much. It's so awesome. I love pushing myself, and it's all these things that I wish I had have got to go do, and when I put on a weekend, it's the stuff I'd like to do on a weekend. So, and I think that, yeah, as long as I'm excited about doing them, other people will be. So yeah, I just want to keep coming up with cool stuff to do. I didn't lose my tooth in a schoolyard brawl, but I did get a broken nose in a schoolyard brawl. In grade 8 in high school, I got punched in the nose and broke my nose. But yeah, that's the only schoolyard brawl I've ever been involved in. It wasn't my fault, she just come up and punched me. Yeah, benefit of hindsight is a beautiful thing, and my biggest one is I think I would let other people help me a little bit more. And even now, like my friends who help me at my events, they call me micro because I don't mind a bit of a micromanage. And yeah, I was too controlling in my career, and I see other people that have handed parts of their career over to other people, but you have to have so much trust in them to do that. I know like Taylor Jones, she works with some really cool people in Sydney who really supported her and got her to that point, and that's so awesome for her. But I think even if that person come along for me, and maybe they did, and I didn't let them help me, so I feel like, yeah, if I could change one thing, I would change my personality a little bit and be a little bit more open to assistance, because I definitely tried to do it all on my own, probably a little bit too much. It come about a little bit organically as well, which I think all good things do. I had my first Fox Women's Off-Road camp out, which are my main events that I run, in Bateman's Bay as a fundraiser for me to go race World Championships. Fox put it on, Renee Monia. She ran the first one, and I just showed up and coached. And it was such a cool thing, and I saw that then there was actually an opportunity for it. So I've changed a lot and evolved it over the last 5 years, and now we're up to, yeah, camp out 17, 18, 19, 20 this year, which is pretty awesome. But it's just, motorcycling is intimidating, and if you think it's not, like, you're fooling yourself. My husband, he rides a lot now, but in the beginning, he didn't want to go to a public place and ride. Like, he didn't want to ride a club day or a trail ride because you know, people come up behind you and, you know, rev it up and can be a little bit, and I can be that person too, for sure. But in that ladies only environment at my events, it's just so chill and casual, and everyone helps one another so much, and there's giggling and people drop it and it's like everyone rides in to help them pick it up and stuff. So it was a bit of an accident, and now it's just such an amazing thing, and I love them so much. So that's why I keep growing them and evolving them and making something that suits everyone out there.